Hey buddies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today I saw this title a while ago and I was intrigued and I wanted to know what it was about. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a funny video or an animation or if this is story time. I was intrigued. So this is I Removed All My Teeth plus Face Reveal by Zippkey. But when you click on the video, there is a disclaimer. So I will post that now. Well, I'm not posting, it's on the screen, but I will pause here for you guys to really take that in and understand what we may be possibly seeing in this video. So, disclaimer, this video talks about eating disorders and emotional trauma. Even so, there's not graphic content. The reason I made this video is to share my personal story and move forward from my past. Excuse me. Okay, so we've seen that if any of those are a trigger for you, go to another video and check something out. If you're fine to watch this, then you're fine. But again, if this is something that is a trigger for you, do not watch it, okay? And I don't want to see anybody in the comments like, oh, this is a trigger for me, and I watched it. No, do not do that. No need to put yourself in further situation. But I do want to learn of Zippkey's story, and I'm sure there's going to be some people who can learn from it too. So link is in the description box below for you to check out. Now let's get started.
The topic of this video is kind of personal to me because every time I explain this story, I get mixed reaction from people. Some people look at me weird, or some people will feel sorry for me. And I don't want people to think I'm weird, and I really don't want them to feel sorry for me. I just want people to understand and be informed. So let's talk about why I removed all my teeth. So let me just break it down really quick. I have an eating disorder called pica. Pica is the kind of eating disorder that can make you have cravings or eat things such as glue, clay, or in my case, erasers. And I can't remember what caused me to eat erasers of all things. It just kind of tasted really good to me. And it didn't help that everybody called me the weird kid in school. I remember one day in elementary, these two boys in my class came up to me and dared me to eat an eraser. They thought I would be too scared to do it. And I kind of proved them wrong. Right. And I know what you're thinking. Why didn't the teachers or my parents get involved? I kept this secret hidden from my teachers. Okay. And as for my mom, well, she neglected me a lot. Oh, dear. My childhood wasn't the best. Oh, dear. And I think because of my childhood, my eating disorder got worse and worse. I remember coming home one day and there would be nothing really to eat. I didn't really want to bother my mom with what we were going to have for dinner. So I went to my room and started on some homework. And every time that I felt that I was hungry, I would pull out a piece of paper and start erasing.
You saw that? So she's like leaving Easter eggs to her past. Why does she hurt me? I just want to... I'm not stupid. I'm really hungry. People are so mean. I wish I wasn't here. Oh, dear.
I was hungry. I just want to do it. That's what I said. And start erasing. And then when I had enough eraser shavings, I would eat them. I would do this for several years, from elementary to middle school to high school. I was just erasing my life away. Eventually, I left my mother and started a new life. But I never told anybody my secret. But that's when my husband found out. He had came home one day, and I had relapse. I had so much eraser shavings on me that it covered my entire shirt, and there was no way of hiding the evidence. And I thought that he would be more weirded out by it. But instead, he was more concerned about my health. Because when I was 19 and 20, I weighed about 90 pounds. And I was very skinny for my age. I would get hospitalized a lot because I was anemic and I had low iron deficiency. And I would always have really, really bad migraines because I wasn't eating. And in my early 20s, I would relapse a lot. I would come home from work really depressed. And my husband and I worked different shifts. So it's very easy for me to sneak in and eat an eraser without him knowing. But one day in 2015, I woke up with the worst pain in my mouth ever. It was like my entire bottom jaw was being poked at by a drill. And every time that I would eat something, it would be so painful. I remember eating breakfast one morning and I bit down really hard on something. I had spit it out to see what it was. and I saw that there were little white particles sticking out of my food. I ran straight to the bathroom and looked in the mirror. One of my teeth had been chipped away. And at first, I was too scared to tell anybody what was going on. But then a few days later, things started to get even worse. More of my teeth started to chip away, and the pain started to become more unbearable. So I asked my husband if he could take me to the dentist. The last time I went to the dentist, I was in high school, and I had all my wisdom teeth
it took a long time for me.
So it's been a while since I had a checkup. And I found out they were not going to remove some of my teeth. They were going to remove my entire bottom mouth. Apparently,
really?
I needed several root canals. And nobody told me the metal fillings that were in my mouth were causing me to have a horrible infection to my gums.
Oh, dear.
And to top it all off, my teeth were slowly deteriorating.
Oh, no.
And keep this in mind, I was 22 at this point. You know, I always thought that, like, I was going to get old and lose all my...
I will say this to you now, because this is something that I've learned as well, and my husband had to learn. Because as a kid, once you start seeing a dentist, they have you go every year for a checkup. You get a yearly checkup, which reminds me, I'm going to have to start doing that for my daughter now. Just so weird to think, when you have a new life in your life, there's a lot of things that you have to think of, right, and remember. So I'm actually going to write that down because I need to, hold on, where's the, let's do this really quick. Dentist for a baby. But yes, after you, because your parents more than likely will take you, right? Normally, they should take you every year. After that, you're like, oh, I'm free. I don't have to do it anymore. No, you should still go every year. Let them do your checkup, and let them see. Is it once a year or twice a year? I think it might be once or twice a year. Look it up. Google it for yourself. But you do want to at least get the checkup. I know a lot of people are scared to go to the dentist. However, what's funny is because some people are afraid to go to the dentist, they don't go. And then things get really bad and they have to go, and the things that they were scared of happens, right? Because the dentist is an extra line of defense and can keep your teeth healthy if you were to go more often. So if you go more often, you can avoid the scary things that happen from not going, which is the reason that a lot of people don't go, because they're scared. You see what I'm saying here? It's a cycle. It's a cycle. If you're afraid that they're going to drill in your mouth and that they're going to cut open and do all these sorts of things, and because of that fear you don't go, you are more likely to receive cavities that can get inflamed and get infections and things like that in your gums, to where you will have to possibly have your teeth removed or have more root canals or have them drill in there. So if you go more often, it's less likely you're going to be in those situations. So keep that in mind. Make sure you Google how often you should go, because I also will need to find that out for the baby.
Teeth. But I didn't think that I would be young and lose all my teeth. Because when you're young, that's when you're supposed to be smiling the most. But guess what? I wasn't smiling. I never was. I was depressed every single day.
Right.
I was in pain every single day. And if this was causing me so much pain, why not remove them, right? It'll make you healthier, right? Don't you want to live a happy, healthy life?
Oh, dear.
Don't you want to smile? Those thoughts ran back and forth through my mind all the time. And they never seemed to stop. At 22, I had to make the hardest decision of my life. But deep down inside, I felt like I was making a horrible mistake.
I know.
I felt like this was my punishment. I felt like this was my punishment for being born. I felt like this was my punishment for eating so many erasers.
Oh, baby. It's not your punishment. It's not your punishment. It's not your punishment. I'm going to read this and then I'm going to say something. Hold on. I'm hungry. Smile. Stupid. Useless. Freak pie. Monster. Ugly. I didn't do anything. Stop hurting. Hate you. Hate you all. Something that it's an unfortunate aspect of neglect, children of neglect or abuse, right? They have this mindset of taking on the trauma like as if it was their fault. A lot of kids feel like what happens to them is their fault. And that's the sucky part of it. It was not your fault. There was nothing that you did that warranted the treatment that you received. If you are a child right now, or a teenager right now, or an adult right now that feels this guilt as if you are to blame for what your parents did to you, that is not the case. That is not the case. I'm here to tell you that is not the case. It is something that I also had to overcome. That mindset of, oh, it's my fault. It's something I did, and that I'm to blame for what happened to me. And that is not the case. It is not your fault. You were a child. As a child, you're only supposed to grow, have fun, live, and learn. Okay? There's nothing that you did as a child that warranted what you went through. Okay?
I felt like this was my punishment for keeping so many secrets. At 22, I felt like I didn't deserve to be happy. So I told my dentist to remove all of my teeth.
Dear my past self, you did the right thing removing them. I know it still hurt, but you okay. You're not in pain anymore. You're smiling now, even without teeth. You okay. You're alive. Please never stop smiling.
I didn't think I would smile ever again. I spent about 2 weeks recovering, and I lost a lot of blood. And during my recovery, my husband was standing with me by my side.
That's
Eventually,
good.
my physical pain went away, but my mental pain was still there. It was really hard at times to look in the mirror and see that your smile is gone. I didn't feel pretty, and I would stop taking pictures of myself. I felt really ashamed of myself when I walked around my husband. He would introduce me to his friends, and I would just be too shy to talk to them. But for some reason, that didn't bother him. The way I looked didn't bother him. One day I asked my husband, why is he still with me? And he said, because you make me happy. And when he said that, something clicked into my mind.
That's good.
I make him happy.
Yes.
I make him happy. Even though I
Thank
don't
you for helping
show
find
it,
myself.
I'm
Love, dear.
always happy.
Sorry, this video took long to make. To make it up here, to make it up, here's a face reveal of all the times I smiled. Okay, let's see. Hi. This song makes me think of, aw, well, you're so cute. You're so cute. This song at the end, I think this is like the Degrassi song. So I'm going to have to mute that song and I'll put something else up. But it sounds like the Degrassi song. Oh. Hello. She's so cute. I love the bang that she does. Hi. Orlando. Oh, is she in Florida? Oh, look at her, all her hair. Hello. She looks familiar to me. Oh. I was trying to read her mouth with what she was saying when she was mouthing it. But I'm glad that she was able to overcome the stuff that she went through, because it's definitely something that's an unfortunate thing that happens to a lot of people. The pica, so I learned something. I didn't know about pica. I didn't know about the eating disorder. I know people ate weird things, whatever, but I never classified it as an eating disorder. And mind you, I didn't know the depths of it, right? I thought it'd be like somebody who would eat. But you know what? There is like a lady that, I remember there was like this big thing about this lady that would drink bleach all the time. So, you know, that falls into that disorder. What's sad is that there are a lot of people who go through emotional trials and when it stems from your youth, I would say it's one of the hardest, because when you're a kid, you're finding your foundation, right? You're building yourself, or you're being built. Whereas from people what's happening around you is building you and putting in some pieces, and how you receive that. And you're also got your own ingrained foundation that you're building up. So when things happen to you when you're young, they're kind of ingrained in you a lot of the time. So I think it takes longer to try to rework around that trauma and remove some of that, and remove the threads and the tendrils that come from that, because a lot of times it might be one little thing that has all these little hooks that hook into different parts of you. So you have to get rid of the trauma and then get rid of the little hooks as well, and how it's affected you as a kid up until adulthood. I'm glad that she was able to work around it. And it's amazing that she's got a husband that is standing by her and supporting her and helping her, being a helpful hand to her and being there for her. That's really awesome. And it's a great building block to help her move through this and get through what's happening to her, or what happened to her. She doesn't want our pity. She doesn't want us to feel sorry for her. I'm happy that she is encouraged. I'm happy that she has found someone who loves her and is working to protect her and build her up and will help her that way. I'm happy she's finding that peace within herself as well. I hope that she just continues on, whatever makes her happy, whether it's not getting anything out, because I know some people can get, you can get false teeth put in, right? And if that is something that she wants to do, then yes. If that's something she doesn't want to do and she's happy with not having anything down there, then yes, do whatever will make you happy. Because at the end of the day, it's just you, Yes, you have your family, you have your husband, but even when she was married at the earlier part of her marriage, she was hiding that pain, right? So if whatever works for you, whatever will make you happy, whatever you need to do it. So I'm happy she's finding peace. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you like that video, check out the link in the description box below to support. Her name is Zippkey, I believe, right? Let me see. Zippkey, yes. If you like this video, hug the life out of that like button. I love you guys as always, and until next time, buddies. Toodles.